And I apologize that when I talk a long time or if I go for a string, I have to take a short breath, so that might see some pauses here and there.
No worries on that. So how long have you been a police officer?
26 years. That's what I wanted to do my entire life. My mom tells me that even when I was 4 or 5 years old, I wanted to be a police officer, and I like helping people. May 11th is when I first felt like I was getting sick. I was actually out fishing out on Mille Lacs, and the guy I was fishing with said I felt horrible, and 2 days after that Thursday, I got my positive results back.
It's a pretty intimidating virus. It is like an engine that has been built to take on the human body and use it, invading the tissues, first in the lung, but then more importantly, they dampen a part of the immune system and let the other part of the immune system to go into an overdrive. So a lot of the tissue damage is happening by combination of that invasion of the virus and then the disbalanced inflammation and destruction from that part. And that's where the consequences for somebody like Chad come from. And it seems that between 10 and 20% of people that had severe COVID-19 disease have long-term consequences.
As I started seeing these patients, some of the things I started noticing right on was the severe level of fatigue that was not something that was common. Another thing that stood out was the cognitive decline. Some of them patients were right out agitated, others were confused. They were patients who were hallucinating. Initially, my thought was this is likely secondary to the intubation that has been prolonged in these patients. So I and a group of physicians as well as therapists are working together actually to form this model of system, a specific rehab program that is meant for patients with this virus. And I'm finding that is a big success.
What rehabilitation does is enables the healing capacity of the human body to recover. And that is what Dr. Ikramuddin is doing with her team as a part of this medical school and a reflection of the enormous knowledge that has been accumulated over many, many years and decades.
And that's where I come in because I'm a physical medicine and rehab doctor. That's my special interest, to see how does this impact the functional recovery and the residual impairment with the virus. And the other is also a support group, because I'm so concerned that many patients are being discharged and they're just going home and they have nowhere to go to.
For her to reach out and see how I was doing, and that was really wonderful for her to do that, because I was just about to the point of what's my next step. And I always thought that some type of pulmonary rehab might help, and I'm glad that she reached out and recommended that.
We have seen such a sacrifice, putting away of our own needs and going out together to treat our patients for the good of humanity. It's very heartwarming to see that.
I have been asked many times before, would I have done anything different? And I don't know if I would have. Going back to why I do my job, that day I was doing my job. I wouldn't think twice about, once I get back out in the street, doing it again if I had to.
He is getting better, he's walking better, his unsteadiness or impairment in balance has gotten better, his memory is improving. He still gets the shakes, and writing is difficult for him.
And do you think there's hope for him to get all the way back?
Oh yeah, I absolutely think so.